Do you know how to properly install the turbocharger? And what to pay attention to when dealing with models with electrically driven actuators? No worries, Nissens Experts are here for you. Electrically actuated turbochargers are advanced turbocharger models. The actuation secures flexible and precise control of the exhaust gases flow within the turbocharger, thus offering much better, flexible and fast control of the turbocharger boost. Today we'll replace such a turbocharger in this BMW. Before you replace such an advanced component, you want to make sure why it failed. You would have to eliminate all the failure root causes. Use your diagnostic equipment to check for turbocharger faults. Conduct a thorough OBD procedure, and understanding ECU error codes will help you quickly pinpoint the issues. Look for previous ECU error codes and replace any components that are needed to be replaced. Inspect the electrical connection sockets and harness. Check that the actuator's connector is secure, looking for damages, water ingress or improperly connected wires. So, in this here car we diagnosed the turbocharger as completely failed. And there are a couple of reasons for that. The first, most important one, is the actual play on the shaft of the turbocharger. Listen to that sound and see how loose the shaft is. There are various root causes for that. It could be too much back pressure from the exhaust. It could be overboosting because of some improper regulation of the turbocharger. It could also be lack of proper lubrication of the shaft. And second of all, this turbocharger is suffering from erratic communication between the actuator and the vehicle's ECU. Now, before you start blaming the actuator, make sure that the actuator moves freely. It could happen that some restrictions within the turbocharger, inner blockages of the VNT system, make it impossible for the actuator to operate. In such case, there will be much higher current consumption, much more overheating of the engine and the gearbox inside of the actuator, and ultimately it can fail. But still, this is not the root case. The root case is within the VNT mechanism. So make sure you control what killed your turbocharger. So the lifespan of the turbocharger is as long as the lifespan of the engine, which means it's absolutely crucial that when replacing the turbocharger, you make sure that all other systems around the turbocharger in the vehicle are working in a proper way. Make sure that there is no excessive back pressure, that you inspect all the exhaust and exhaust treatment devices in your car. Make sure that the air intake system, including filtering ducts, is also in the proper condition. The oil distribution to, from and within the turbocharger is also intact, as well as electricity system. And if all this is secured, you can be sure that installation of your turbocharger will be successful. When all this is alright, you can go to the next step and start installing your turbocharger. And here is what to start. Remember, on all boxes from Nissens turbochargers, you will find a QR code which will lead you to a step-by-step installation guide. Besides, the very clear with pictures and pictograms installation guide is provided in each and every turbocharger from Nissens. And most importantly, never save on extra installation parts which are needed for the proper turbo installation. New engine oil, air filters, oil filters, whenever needed some gaskets, seals, ducts, sometimes even an intercooler if the previous turbocharger was failing because of the seizure. And oil distribution to the turbocharger and from the turbocharger, a very critical part. You may think you can probably clean it before installing, it's also true, but when we have a very sophisticated shape like this, cleaning will be almost impossible. So it's better not to save on that part, because this will secure a vital condition for the turbocharger. Keep in mind, oil is not only lubricating the turbocharger, but also cooling down the highly speed rotating elements within the system. So never save on oil distribution and the new clean lines from and to the turbocharger. Secure and appropriate electric actuators connection. Proper connection with the ECU is essential for optimal turbo operation. Ensure the cable, insulation, connection socket and connectors are in good condition and free of moisture and debris. Handle all components with care. Now you can test by your OBD system to see if the electrical actuator operates properly. By means of appropriate procedure, you can force the device to operate. Observe whether the arm moves freely and does not generate any suspicious sounds. Now the final step will be to activate your electrically driven turbocharger in the ECU system. Use for that an appropriate OBD procedure. Then you can start checking for the last OBD failures and clean them up. When ready, you will be ready for the test drive. If you are looking for more technical information and insights on how to install turbochargers, visit nissens.com/experts.